Welcome to the Life of Diplomat. I'm Mainour Mangali. Today's guest brings history and heritage to his past. At his residence, traditional yurt honors local culture, while his own roots trace back to the renowned Moroccan family of diplomats. His great-great-grandfather, also an ambassador, was once painted, and now this portrait hangs in the Louvre. Joining me today, His Excellency Rachid Maaninou, the ambassador of the Kingdom of Morocco to Kazakhstan. Let's begin.
Job was to create the awareness of the two countries in each country. Morocco is the gate of entrance to Africa. There is a lot of similarities between Morocco and Kazakhstan. For example, if you see the jewelry of women, it's exactly the same. The two people of these two countries are nomads. There is no more visa for Kazakhs to go to Morocco.
Oh, yes. By the way, it's very
it's
good
working.
news. The Global South is a region, right? So I'm just interested in your thoughts about the future developments in this part of the world.
Hello, how are you?
Hello, great.
Welcome, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for coming, welcome.
Great to have you with us today. Welcome to the Life of Diplomat program. I think we will have a very insightful and interesting dialogue with you today.
I hope I will answer all your questions.
Almaty or Astana?
Astana.
Beshbarmak or Kurdak?
Beshbarmak.
The main similarity between Kazakhstan and Morocco?
Definitely not the weather.
The main difference between Kazakhstan and Morocco?
Definitely the weather.
First impression of Kazakhstan?
Very welcome country.
Mountains or steppe?
Mountains.
Yurt or tent?
Yurt.
Bazaar or mall?
Bazaar.
Moroccan tea or Kazakh tea?
Moroccan tea, definitely.
Mr. Maaninou, let us start our conversation with discussing very important stuff, right? The bilateral cooperation between our two countries. You've been working in Kazakhstan for several years now. So in your view, what are the key factors that connect Morocco and Kazakhstan today?
In Morocco, we didn't know Kazakhstan, and in Kazakhstan, we didn't know Morocco. So the first job was to create the awareness of the two countries in each country. So this was done by medias like you, by newspaper, by journalists, etc. And the second thing is that we are seeing how to build a bridge between Morocco and Kazakhstan. Why this bridge? Because Morocco is the gate of entrance to Africa, and Kazakhstan is the gate to entrance to Central Asia. So doing this bridge between the two countries make Kazakhstan can go to any country in Africa and Morocco go to any country in Central Asia. My first duty when I came here, it was a political duty, is for Kazakhstan to recognize the sovereignty of Morocco on his Sahara. The Sahara is the south of Morocco, is the desert, and there is a problem, political problem in this area for the last 50 years. And I am very happy to announce that just before Ramadan, Kazakhstan is the first country in Asia to recognize sovereignty of Morocco on his land.
Oh, that's very important.
That's very important, yes.
Dear Ambassador, you've mentioned the moment you've joined the foreign ministry of your country. Did you join the diplomatic career? But I'm interested, what was the defining moment or maybe influence that led you to this path?
In fact, I have a father that was in politics all his life. So we were talking politics every day with him. He was a TV presenter. He was giving news every day on Moroccan television.
My colleague.
Yes, your colleague. So we grew up in atmosphere of talking about politics, talking about geopolitics, talking about what's happening in the world. So for me, it was the normal development of my journey to become a diplomat.
Okay, yes, I see. And if we talk about values and principles, so what kind of values do you have as a guidance in your professional duties?
So my first value, I will say I'm a nationalist. I love my country.
Wow.
So I will do everything for my country. You know, this American president said, don't say what your country do for you, but what you do for your country, Kennedy.
Yes.
So I think this is a very clever way of explaining. If you want to be a civil servant, you need to forget all the material things that can change your mind, and you work with your heart for the benefit of your country and the people of your country.
Oh, I see the yurts, the Kazakh yurts here on the territory of your residence. What is the story behind?
This is a yurt that I bought from Taras. It took them 3 days to come and 3 hours to build it. And I bought it because I want to take it when I will leave Kazakhstan as a souvenir, and I will put it in my garden in Morocco.
Oh, wow, you will take the whole yurt?
The whole yurt with everything inside, to have a Kazakh place inside my house in Morocco.
Oh, that's great. But how did you find it, and why did you find it in Taras?
Because it was 3 times cheaper than Astana. And
business wisely, yeah.
And the good story is that a lot of Kazakh, when they come, they take picture with yurta. It's first time they have picture with yurta.
Apart from this very important recognition, and apart from, you know, getting to know the nations and exploring, right, the potential, what are the other avenues of cooperation?
Yeah, the second work I had to do is to make all the legal framework for the 2 countries to start working. For example, there was no convention between Morocco and Kazakhstan in the justice. So we signed a first agreement, and we are signing a second one in September. And then the Kazakh law and Moroccan law are together in the same framework, legal framework between the 2 countries. This is one. Second, we had to work also on developing the business, because you make business, people will follow. So we are working with the Ministry of Finance for an agreement. This agreement is to non-double taxations. That means any investor who come from Morocco to Kazakhstan, he will not pay taxes in both countries, and the same for Kazakh, and protection of investors. So this convention also will be signed within a few weeks. Then we have the culture. There is a lot of similarities between Morocco and Kazakhstan. For example, if you see the jewelry of women, it's exactly the same. First time I saw them here, I said, oh, you bring them from Morocco? He said, no, this is Kazakh. I said, are you sure? Exactly the same, very interesting. Because the two people of these 2 countries are nomads. Moroccan in the beginning are nomads before they become in cities like here. Exactly the same. So nomads have the same, how to say, taste for a lot of things, for handicraft, for jewelry, for tissues, so there is a lot of similarities in this. We are doing also an event. We are sending 2 Kazakh painters, artists, for 3 weeks in Morocco, and we are receiving 2 Moroccan artists in Kazakhstan. Each one of these artists will make painting, because I would like to see how Kazakh see Morocco and how Moroccans see Kazakhstan. Of course, we will make after that expo and book and movie and whatever.
We will talk about cultural exchange a little bit later today, but now let us discuss more our business and economy relations, because numbers and statistics are very important.
So we started some small businesses, because Kazakhstan is selling sulfur to Morocco. Around $350 million, and Kazakhstan is buying oranges and fish from Morocco, but it's still very small amounts. So what we are doing also, end of September, we are receiving the Moroccan Confederation of Companies. It's like Atamekan here. They will come to make the Moroccan Week, and we are receiving 40 companies, Moroccan companies, that will come here to negotiate and see their counterpart in Kazakhstan.
What, in terms of achievements you've done, like here in Kazakhstan, what are the top 3 things you think I've done well?
Recognition of sovereignty of Morocco on his Sahara. It's national issue in Morocco. Second, there is no more visa for Kazakhs to go to Morocco.
Oh, yes. By the way, it's very
it's
good
working.
news.
So you can go to Europe and take a flight and go spend a weekend in Morocco
And no visas
no visa.
required.
No visa for 30 days.
For
if
30
you want to stay
days.
more, you need a visa,
Yeah,
course.
of course, yes.
That was
But for traveling purposes, it's like
Yes, no
it's
problem.
more than enough, I think. Yes. Yeah.
And I hope the third thing, I'm still working on it, it's not done. There is a lot of negotiation, is to open the direct flight.
Oh.
Once we will have the direct flight, it will open all the windows for development of culture, of tourism, of business, of everything.
Tell us more about the place you were born.
I born in Morocco. I born in Salé. Salé is the sister city of Rabat. Between Rabat and Salé, there is only one river, Bourgreg. I grew up, as I told you, in a nationalist family. And I was young. We were living in the house with my grandfather and all my uncles. So it was like really big family, like Italian family, you know, with
really?
the mama, with the aunties, with the cousins, and I had my cousins. We were a football team. So in the garden, like big garden like this, playing, jumping. So we grew up in this family cocoon, I'll say, that give you values, because it's the value
Family
of the
values.
family values, and family values that mean you have to do something for your family when you become father. So you have to achieve something, because what my heritage is my family name, but my surname Rachid nobody knows.
Yeah.
So it was the family, okay, it's a heritage, I have it. If you say my family name, everybody knows. But my surname Rachid, that was my biggest challenge to build. And thanks God, I think I'm successful in that.
You've already mentioned, and I want to elaborate on that. How is this cultural dialogue, cultural exchanges happening right now between our two countries?
Now we are working on that, because there was not a lot of exchange. We signed sister city agreement between Astana and Rabat 2 years ago. And
what does it give?
that give that I sent 35 Kazakh troop
wow.
of Dombra and you know, these girls with their hat very long, and it was a magical night in Moroccan theater.
Oh,
and
really?
everybody was, wow, it looks like this. The dance is similar, the music is little, even the instruments are not the same, but the music, the tempo, you're a musician, you understand better than me, that the tempo is the same. Also, we are doing, because we are working, as I told you, on the airline direct flights, we will start sending journalists, TVs, to make documentaries about Morocco, to show in Kazakh language what is Morocco, what is Moroccan food. And we will bring also Moroccan journalists here to do the same.
Yes.
Then there will be the Instagrammers, then there will be the tour operators, etc., etc. So it's building.
This is like exchange of different people from different industries
we have to build the awareness of the destination.
Talking about exports, so what are the plans for the exporting grain to Morocco and to the African continent as well?
Yes.
Maybe using the facilities.
Yes, because the last visit of the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Kazakhstan to Morocco, just a few days before Ramadan, they signed an agreement that Kazakhstan will have a logistics center in one of the Moroccan ports. And this logistics center will be for stocking grain and cereals. And with this stock that will be in Africa, it will be very easy for Kazakhstan to send big boats to Morocco, and from Morocco, small boats to other countries. Another
very important perspective for cooperation is in energy sector. You also said that Morocco is consuming a lot of renewable energy, and how the dialogue.
Yeah, today 35% of Moroccan energy is coming from sun and wind, and we have a know-how. Because when we bring companies to build these solar plants or these wind farms, by the contract, they need to make a transfer of technology to Morocco. So today, the solar panel are made in Morocco, and the propeller for the wing are made in Morocco. So we have this know-how, we have this technology, and I think it will be interesting to share how we did all this, to transfer this. I think there is a big way of cooperation in this field.
And it's very in time because Kazakhstan is also now going through this transitioning to the renewables, to the green energy. We have pledged to become carbon neutral by 2060. So it's all very important things, I think. So now we start exploring a little bit inside your residence. I see here is like wonderful space full of musical instruments. So do you play them or what is it?
So for the story, when I rented this house, these instruments were there. And the owner didn't know where to put them, so I tell them, bring them.
Okay.
And I have another story to tell you, a secret. Yes. When I was 7, 8 years old, my mom took me to piano lessons. Okay. And after 2 lessons, the teacher called her and said, take your son, you have no future in music. So since that age, I didn't play any instrument.
Oh, I see, but it's very cool to have it. Yes, and Dombra.
Dombra, I received it for my birthday as a gift from a Kazakh friend.
My first question here is, what does it truly mean to you to be a diplomat?
In fact, diplomat was a dream when I was young because always we hear the ambassador. The ambassador is always a word that make you travel in the world as ambassador. But my career, I spent it almost 20 years in tourism, which is a kind of ambassador also because I'm showing my country to others, so it's a kind of ambassador.
Yes.
Then I worked in finance, it's kind of ambassador because I need to take the money from this person and to put it there and make him back his money as a good work job. And from there, I was fed up with finance, I was fed up with all things, so I decided to change completely my career and I joined Ministry of Foreign Affairs 7 years ago.
What is the biggest challenge do you see as being a diplomat?
My biggest challenge first was to understand the geopolitics.
Oh yeah,
I have 2 diplomas, one in tourism, one in finance. So geopolitics is something that you hear on news, on television, and that's it. But when I go deep in each region of the world to understand what are the main issues, what are the problems, what are the protagonists, it took me a little bit of work and a lot of reading to understand all that. My kids are in Morocco, so all my brain is professional with the work.
Did you have an occasion to bring them here?
Yes,
to show them
my son came 3 times, my daughter 2 times, my father 1 time, and he's writing a book about Kazakhstan.
Wow.
He's a journalist, former journalist. And maybe this summer they will come back again.
I know some story. You've mentioned very briefly a little bit earlier about this painting. And I want our audience to know
You're
the
a real
story
investigation journalist.
Yes.
So this painting is a copy of the real one that is in the Louvre in France. It shows the ambassador of Morocco, of the King Moulay Ismail, to the King Louis XIV in France in 1682. My name is Rachid Maaninou, and the ambassador name is Haj Ali Maaninou, and he's my grandfather.
Oh wow!
Yes,
it's like your direct sister.
Direct in the tree, and it was in 1682.
So yes, it was like kind of predisposed. The fact that you've become a diplomat, it's not like the random choice.
My family was always working with the government. We have judges, we have professors, we have ministers, we have diplomats. All I know about my family since 17th, 16th century. I've been working with the Moroccan monarchy. And
by the way, I'm very interested in how does your daily routine look like? How does a day of diplomats looks like?
In the beginning, when I came here, I used to go very often to the office until my team know exactly how I want them to work, how the paper needs to be done. Since then, my job, 80% of my job is not in the office, is to go see people in their offices.
All right.
To go find the good people, especially in business. You have to knock the doors, Are you interested in that?
No,
I am interested. Yes.
Yeah.
Are you interested? And this is my job now. 80% of my job is outside the office, is to look for opportunities for Morocco.
Wrapping up our interview today, our amazing time in your residence, what would be your message for Kazakhstan, for Kazakh people after the years of walking here?
My dear fellow Kazakh, you have no visa anymore. You will have a direct flight, so go visit this beautiful country that is Morocco. And I hope also a lot of Moroccans will come to visit Kazakhstan. Visiting tourism is the key to make the people more close together.